In this video we want to make a test workflow. This test workflow simply wants to save files locally from your Airtable instance. This will not be the most practical workflow, but I just want to show you the time trigger node and also how you can pass different data. If we simply go back into an ident, press create workflow, then we start of course always with a node. I want to have this time of course the onScheduled trigger, and I want to use here minutes. Let's just say every single minute, this trigger should check if something is happening or not. We can simply leave it as it is. We connect this thing of course with Airtable, we press on these, and I want to use of course search records because we need to search this data. And here you see Airtable personal account 2, this is the thing from previous, record is right. We want to have here search, then we want to choose from list, once again test Airtable of course, and what list it is, of course it's the table 1, and right now we do not want to filter. So these are basically our two steps, and right now I just want to click test workflow and then see what I get and if I get something. I get 8 items, I can also see it right here. If we press on these, you see we have here also 8 items. If we go back into an ident, you see that we have simply these items that I have included previously. Now, if we do not press this from inactive to active, nothing will happen. It always gets triggered as soon as I press test workflow. But this time trigger will get triggered automatically every single minute as soon as I press from inactive to active. So as soon as this is active, I can go on executions, and then we can see that every single minute a new execution will get through this thing. So this will be completely automatic. I want to go back in editor once again. So as soon as something new comes here through, let's just say me and a suite, this is updated right now, my workflow will be active and it will get triggered automatically. We will not see it right here, but we will see it in executions. If I press on these, and if I press on Airtable, yeah, this is the old data. Let's just hope that yet something new come around the corner. Let's just press on these. This should have the update right now. If I press on these, you can see that we also have me right now included with the suite. So basically this gets triggered automatically every single minute as soon as this is active. So let's just make this inactive once again, because right now we want to pass this data around. And because I want to save this as a text file, we need to make this in a different format. So we press plus. I want to use binary right now, convert to file. Let's just say convert to text file, but you can convert in whatever you want. I just want to work with text file right now. And now we can pass this data through. Right now I have no data and we need to fix this. Let's just throw this connection away. We press test workflow, gets executed. Now we throw it on this. We press on this. Now we have data. So let's just say we just want to have the name. And the name is here Maria. Or no, we just want to have what they are booking, just the room. So we simply throw the room here in. Now we press test step. And now we see what rooms get booked. Here we have our 9 items. So we have 9 items. And if we press view, you can see that this is a suite. Back to list, view, single room. Back to list, view, single room once again. And this right here, once again, single room, suite, and so on. So we have a lot of text files that are binary. And with these binary files, we can start to work again. So we press plus. And we want to write this to our disk, for example. So let's just say read or write file from disk. We want to write file to disk and not read file to disk. The operation is write file. The file path, of course, let's just make a path here. I am on my local desktop. Let's just make a new text file. I call it test. I simply copy the path. So copy path. We come back in ident. We simply include this path. We can also delete this thing right here. The input binary field is data, of course. And now we can simply press test step. And now you see that we passed this data. So we passed 9 items right here. And if we go back on our local desktop, and if we open up test, you see that we have this deluxe room included. And this is of course from this data points here. So basically this workflow would save every single minute this room on my local file. Let's just test this out. I open this test once again and I clear it. Right now it's empty. If I go on this workflow right now and we open this thing up here, let's just move it from inactive to active. And then I open up this text file and I simply just want to wait until my data comes through. And there we have it, the deluxe room once again, and I haven't done anything. If we go on executions, you see that every single minute this thing gets executed. So this thing was executed right now at this minute, and it passes simply this data, and this data gets saved locally on my machine. Of course, this workflow is stupid, like don't use this workflow. This is just in order for the sake of this tutorial, that you see that you can use a scheduled trigger with different times. You can connect the Airtable. You can convert files into different files and you can use it on your own local machine, but only if you work locally, and then you can only save it on your own local machine. This is simply for the sake of this tutorial. This will be most likely not the automation that you want to build. This is just for clearer understanding how you can pass data around. In the next video we want to see something that is really practical. We want to include Google Sheets in our automations.